Material and labor shortages continue to wreak havoc on the commercial real estate market. I'm Amy Calandrino, and I'm founder of Beyond Commercial. From delays in tenants moving in to readjustments in the profit margins on development projects, the continued rising costs of material as well as labor and continued delays is causing some to pause and reconsider their decision making on certain transactions. Right now, some estimates are that it's risen over 4% and some as 6%. I had one client I was counseling just recently on a redevelopment assemblage. And what we originally thought the product was going to cost, and when it cost just 18 months ago, was about $185 per square foot. Now they were looking at $235 per square foot. That's a $50 per square foot jump, which obviously impacts greatly the amount of money that you can spend in the land, because there's only so much the market can bear. So at this time, there doesn't continue to see a resolution. Those that are providing the materials are working as much as they can to catch up and provide more materials. However, it continues to be a labor shortage in folks that even want to work in that industry, so it will continue to be a challenge. And so there has to be an increase in wages to get people to work more into that sector and to resolve these issues. But then of course it's going to continue to hike the prices, and so that is where we are, and obviously ties into when coupled with inflation, we definitely have a storm where things are really starting to cost a lot. So, but again, we are seeing it here working for tenants. We are telling tenants where you used to be able to, for even a small user, start looking months in advance. If you haven't started looking for another option a year in advance, you don't stand a chance. And the cost for construction on a small project have risen so much because you don't have the economies of scale on a 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 square foot office space. You really need to be building a bigger project to get any economies of scale whatsoever, that unless you're finding something turnkey, which is becoming increasingly hard to get, you're going to be in a challenging boat. Do you really want to invest that much money into some other product? So actually, construction continues to be the tail that wags the dog, in that it's driving some tenants out of the tenant space into buying, because the costs of it are so great that it doesn't make sense for them to do it in their space. So that's where we're at. If you have any other particular questions whatsoever, do not hesitate to reach out. Be sure to subscribe to our channel to stay in the know on what is going on in the market.